Hey guys, welcome back. So I mentioned last episode that my main goal for today is to try and finish off this working quarter behind me. It would be really nice to have finished a whole quarter of this place, so I want to get that sorted today if possible. Which means I need to both build the final building, which is the archery range over that side, and also actually add some details to the outside because it's currently a little, it's a little plain outside of the buildings right now. So I think we're just gonna have to jump straight in and get going. That's the archery range done. Once again, we still have the outside decorations to do, which I will get to next, but I just wanted to show you guys around here first. Mostly, I wanted to show you the inside since the outside isn't fully ready to show off yet. So, one of the things I really wanted to do with this building in particular was test out having this double layered wall, mostly because I didn't want those targets from the outside showing, and honestly, I think it came out super cool. I love the fake scenery and having the Fletchers as kind of like receptionists. Also, I think I forgot to record me moving these guys, but it wasn't very entertaining. And I also added some more fletching tables, so like with the other places, we can eventually have some guys just wandering around. But, you know, the main point of this building is the range itself. And I love the different heights and how if you stand here in the middle, some of the targets are sort of obscured, like this one's a little bit hard to see. And then this one's obscured by like the brush in front of it. And it feels like they were making this place like an actual challenge. And also I like the note block noises when you hit them. It makes me happy. But I guess it's probably time I actually decorate the outside of that quarter since I've been promising you all episode. So let's get this quarter hopefully fully finished. Doesn't that look so much better? I am so happy with how this quarter's come out. I feel like there's enough detail to be interesting, but not so much that it feels like super busy and overwhelming. But anyway, let me show you around. So, in the sort of general areas where I didn't have something big to put in, I've just sort of got grass and ferns and dead bushes, and I feel like they fit the like slightly rough feel of this area and just give it that little bit of detail while not being too much. Then around the blacksmith, we've obviously got a little outdoor forge area with some more piles of materials ready. And I did some sort of armor stand work after the time lapse was finished to get some of the raw materials inside these composters, which I think looks really cool. I think there's some more around the front here as well. Yeah, so I got these, which I just think they just look quite cool, nice detail. And then there's some logs, so they've got some wood all ready to be used for like handles on tools and things like that. And then obviously an absolute ton of coal around the back to keep all their forges going. Then around the stone yard, we've mostly just got more piles of like stone and similar blocks that I felt fit in here. And it just sort of gave me an opportunity to add some more lanterns and stone cutters as well, which I think was pretty needed in this middle section. And then finally around the archery range, we've just got some target dummies, which I think look really cool. And then around the back, I've got some more composters that have sort of like arrows in them, so it just feels like there's a bunch of ammo ready for people to shoot at the various targets. And with that, I think, at least for now, this quarter's finished. I cannot wait to design and build out more of these quarters, but I think for today, we'll just get on with another tower. That tower being this huge green one, and I mean huge. I'm pretty sure the only one bigger than it is the purple one that's over there. But that just means we've got more space and more floors to go over, so I think we best get going. Like last time, I'll try not to linger on each floor too long if there isn't much to say. I know I didn't do a fantastic job of that last time, but I am trying. So to start off, we have the lobby, and this is actually quite a bit different because I decided to put this window at the back facing the lake, which I think looks really cool. And then that plus the really tall ceiling in here really makes this entrance feel a lot grander than some of the other ones I've done, which is actually really nice. I don't know if it's the black double bed with the painting or something else, but this room feels very refined, which I guess is quite fitting for the first room in this rather grand tower. For this room, at least in my head, two siblings live here, like they moved from their home to make a life in the hub and are just sort of living together to save money while they work out at one of the market stalls or something. This is another communal room, but this time we actually had enough space to have smelting, storage, and a workspace in the same room, which is really nice. And I also love the moss carpet and the houseplant in here. Now this room, well, let's just say the people who live here are brewing up something special, and I probably shouldn't touch anything. I'm told it's quite a delicate operation. But for real, I just really wanted to make a potion brewery as one of my special rooms, and I think it came out looking pretty cool. The people who live in this room clearly love pink an awful lot. It's not really my thing, but each to their own. The way this room is set up makes it feel so much like a studio apartment to me. I think it's the way that the bed is sort of tucked into the corner, and it sort of gives it quite a different feel from the rest of the other rooms. The triple bed in this room make it feel quite luxurious, and to me it's definitely some people from the working quarter that live here. I really like the little reading seat by the window in this room that's made out of the bookshelves. I feel like it would be nice and cozy to curl up there with a book on a rainy day. Not that it rains in the end, but you know. So when I was planning out the different special rooms I wanted, I thought it would be really cool to have like an art gallery in one of these towers. And I like how it came out. I do wish that there were more painting options, especially some 3x3 artworks would look really good in here, but I still think it came out pretty cool. I love the purple hints in this room. They just really tie the room together, which is just so nice. And finally, this top floor, at least in my head, is the home of two people that will eventually work in the library, and they've just like sacrificed all of their living space to just have huge bookshelves, which is definitely a vibe I can get behind. They aren't the best at looking after their plants though. Also, can I just point out that you can totally see the working quarter from this window, and it looks really cool. It looks so cool. Oh, I'm so happy with it. And considering the work we managed to get done today, I think I'm going to call the episode there. I am very, very happy with what I've got done today. We managed to both finish off the working quarter and decorate the inside of the second biggest tower on the island. Hopefully next time I might be able to start working on another quarter, but we'll have to see how it's going. So, until then, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!